Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Time to wrap up an excellent first weekend of football. What better way to do it with the Monday night opener? And we're underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returned. It's an opening touchdown. First and 10. The lefty right to the air to start. That's to the running back, Breece Hall.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Now a first down throw for Tua. This one is caught by Reed. Ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Off-balance throw. It's complete.
And it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight cover, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver.
And he's going to have the first down. They convert on, and it sets up a first and goal. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be down close to the line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Nighthawks. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so they're going to blow it. And they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
3rd and long. Williams in motion. Well, that is a fitting end to this drive. Nothing works. He loses yardage on 3rd down. Here comes 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's the Lions punt team now. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
First down,
Off play action, it's Tua. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it, and he's in. Reese Hall, touchdown Nighthawks. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First carry for David Montgomery. David Montgomery to the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity in the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across. Lock. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The Lions called their first timeout. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
So quarter 1 in the books. The opening Monday nighter of this new season. 14-7 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. Second and a yard. From the gun, here's Tua. I needed to get rid of it, but did not. It'll finally be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Now this this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They're going to go. It's Tua. He's got a man. That's Watson. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Tua to throw again. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup. And right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. Because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. 1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Handoff, Gibbs running left. And he's going to take this all the way home. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. He's going to look downfield once again. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground. You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Memphis 1st down.
Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales.
And he's into the end zone. Breece Hall, touchdown Nighthawks. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Nighthawks have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Williams now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Into the hands of Brock Wright. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Evan Williams is there for the stop. Second and 7. From the gun, here's Gibbs. He'll get about 2. That's Charvarius Ward, able to make the play. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. On play action, he'll set up to... And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A play fake. Now 2 with a throw. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Williams. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. They hand it to Gibbs. And he's going to get him a 1st down here across midfield and down to the 45.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Bates' kick is good. The Lions will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Tagovailoa. The open man is Reed. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Tua gonna throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Now this looks like a design run, and that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They snap it to Tua. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he's got the first down. Well done there as they pick up a 4th and 5. In motion, Reed. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Slot man in motion right. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This one deep and looking for Melton. And he will take this one in. 71 yards for the touchdown. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
The extra point is good. And the Nighthawks will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Catch is made by Wright. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. To the air now on 1st and 10. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing. But then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Move back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. Again, it's Tua. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Ambry Thomas. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got room past the 25. Drake London inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. An even 100 yards. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back. And it's not going to be easy.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Tua. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. The Lions call their first timeout. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. And Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Back to throw is Tua. He's got room past the 25. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
On fourth down, Tagovailoa. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for our visitors. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So that'll do it for us. For